You've probably seen it, your dog sitting quietly by the front door. Maybe their ears are perked. Maybe they're lying there motionless, eyes focused on the handle, as if willing it to turn. They're not barking. They're not whining. They're just waiting. Sometimes for minutes. Sometimes for hours. And you've probably wondered. Why? What drives them to wait so faithfully? What really goes through their mind as they sit there in silence, staring at a door that might not open for hours? The truth is, this behavior is far more emotional, and far more profound, than most people ever realize. Because when a dog waits by the door, it's not about boredom. It's not just about routine. It's about loyalty, memory, attachment, and hope. It's a behavior rooted in ancient instincts, reinforced by deep emotional bonds, and carried out with a kind of love that never asks for anything in return. Let's start with the psychology. Dogs are creatures of association. They remember sounds, smells, and patterns. If you leave through that door every morning at 8 a.m. and return through it every evening at 6, they memorize that rhythm like clockwork. But it's not just a habit, it's a countdown. Every minute you're gone, they're feeling your absence. And for some dogs, the only way to cope with that feeling is to be as close to your return as possible. So they wait. At the threshold. At the gate. At the one place that feels like hope. But there's more. Dogs don't measure time the way we do, but they feel time. Studies have shown that dogs can sense the passing of time based on scent and internal rhythm. Your scent fades the longer you're gone, and some dogs can detect that shift. When the scent is faintest, their anticipation is greatest. So when they sit by the door, they're not just guessing, they're reacting to the fading presence of you. They're following the only clock they understand: your smell, your sound, your absence. There's a reason military families, especially those with service dogs, report heartbreaking stories of dogs waiting by the door for weeks, sometimes months, when their handlers are deployed. They don't know when you're coming back. They just know you're not home. And so, they wait. Because in their mind, the door isn't just a boundary, it's a portal to reunion. And if you've ever come home to find your dog already sitting at the door before you even touch the handle, it's not magic. It's biology. Dogs can hear the specific sound of your car engine long before it reaches your driveway. They can distinguish the rhythm of your footsteps from a block away. Your scent, your sound, it's all encoded in their emotional radar. That's why they're at the door the moment you return. They weren't just waiting. They knew. But the most powerful reason dogs wait at the door is something even science struggles to explain: emotional devotion. That unbreakable bond that makes them choose patience over play, stillness over distraction. For some dogs, the door becomes a symbol. It's where you disappear. It's where you reappear. And so, it becomes sacred. A place where love waits in silence. For dogs with separation anxiety, the door becomes even more emotionally charged. It's not just a waiting point, it's a wound. Every moment you're gone feels heavier. Every sound in the hallway sounds like you. They wait, not just out of loyalty, but out of emotional necessity. Because waiting by the door is how they cope. It's how they hold on. Even puppies, who barely understand the world, will wait at the door. Not because they've learned a routine, but because of something more primal: imprinting. The person they bond to becomes their entire world. And when that person is gone, the door becomes the last known link. They wait not because they know when you'll come back, but because they refuse to believe you won't. And here's the part that breaks most people: sometimes, dogs wait by the door for people who never come home. Owners who've passed away. Soldiers who've been deployed for years. People who moved away and never looked back. The dog doesn't know about loss. They just know about absence. And that kind of loyalty, it doesn't break easily. There are countless stories of dogs waiting for months, even years, by a door that will never open. That's not just behavior. That's love in its rawest, most faithful form. So the next time you see your dog waiting by the door, don't brush it off as clingy or routine. Realize what's happening. That door is more than wood and hinges. To them, it's you. It's where you vanish. And more importantly, it's where you return. Maybe it's their way of saying, "I miss you." Maybe it's their way of saying, "I'm ready when you are." Or maybe, just maybe, it's their way of reminding you that no matter where you go, someone is always waiting for you to come home. And in a world that moves too fast, where love is often fleeting and loyalty is rare, your dog waiting patiently by the door might just be the most honest kind of love you'll ever know.